Vatanjalibhyo Shabda Vidyasampradayakattabhyo Vatanjalibhyo Paramatibhyo Mahadbhyo Nibhyo Gurubhyaha. Sumitra, any doubts in the earlier lesson?
Not exactly, but then kind of not that clarity. I mean, clarity is lacking still. I understood, but then Pratipattau they have given.
Pratipatti means jnana. Shabdanam pratipatti shabda jnana. Pratipatti means jnana. Vipratipatti also is there, no? Vipratipatti means anti, viruddha pratipatti. V means viruddha, vishesha, like that. For each upasarga, how to interpret? Sometimes it is V. V is viruddha. Sometimes vishesha. So vipratipatti, viruddha pratipatti, viruddha jnana.
And agama kalena they have mentioned.
Agama here means learning. Ashtādhyāyī. Agama kalena, isn't it? Chaturdha upayukta bhavati. Agama kalena Ashtādhyāyī. Yes, agama is learning from a guru. Isn't it?
So as the student comes to the guru and learn, they call it agama kala.
Yes, because you see, some certain words that were being employed long ago are not used now. Now, if you ask anybody agama, they will say Devalaya, the agama is there, Pancharatra, etc.
Agama, agama shastra.
And all those are also. And agama is employed to mean Veda. Agama is shastra, any shastra. Okay, so here only we come across this kind of usage.
Okay.
So agama means agamanam, grahanakaraha. Kayata says grahanakaraha.
Pariyupayuktam.
Pariyupayuktam means it is exhausted. Ayuhu, pariyupayuktam, exhausted.
Oh, okay. So he says even the lifetime will be exhausted.
Yeah, although one lives for 100 years, if he starts the Pratipada Patha, word by word listing, by the end of his 60 or 70 years, what you have learned? Shabdas, list of Shabdas just going on, not completed.
Okay. So basically he says one cannot learn all the sadhu Shabda under some guru, for which you should have the jnana.
Pratipada Patha. Through Pratipada Patha.
Okay. So Pratipada Patha is not an easy way to get all the knowledge of correct.
Not the way. Not easy way or difficult. Not the way. Anabhyupaya. Careful. He is very careful. Okay. And indirectly, what he suggests, do you understand? By all this, what he means?
You have to learn the rules and exceptions, in which case?
Pāṇini Vyākaraṇam is such that the task that was not completed in so many years by Brahaspati, Devaguru, etc., is done by Pāṇini. If you just learn 4,000 sutras, through 4,000 sutras plus Dhatu Patha, Gada Patha, these things are generally there. If one can complete within a decade or so, actually after some time what happens, suppose you learn Panchasandhi, then what will happen? The rest of the Prakaranas in Kaumudi will become easier for you to understand.
Okay.
Why? Because you will know how Pāṇini speaks, what Pāṇini means, how a sutram is interpreted. So what happens? Everything A to Z you need not learn Kaumudi, Mahābhāṣyam, Pasmishandikam you are learning. When you go to next Pratyahārāṇikam, then you will think, oh yes, this means this, like it on your own. Actually, Navāṇikam scholars, people were studying Navāṇikam, first 9 Andikas only.
Okay.
So later they will be in a position to then.
Those much only I have noted down. Only those I was just thinking how to interpret and understand. I understand the gist of it, but then when I think of it, I couldn't.
Word by word, you have to get the meaning. That is very much important, because just anybody can go, just by context also you can go, isn't it? Now, would you do the Chintana, a quick Chintana?
Sure.
I have any doubts?
The very old one, I was doing I was studying yesterday on the revision on the old one. So two things not very clear. On the one word is this Yova Imam, there is earlier, right? Why Vyākaraṇa? There is a Yova Imam. In that there is
Artvijena.
What is that word?
What happens is, this Artvijena has got two meanings. Okay. Ritvik, from Ritvik, Artvijena. So some sotram is there, Pāṇini Sotram. I'm not giving all the sotras because to lead away into the time. Ritvik is there, no? The Yajamana, Ritvik means one who just makes you perform the Purohita like. Okay? So, one has to elect a person as Ritvik.
Okay.
His bhava, the very ness in a Ritvik is called Artvijena. That means if you expect someone to elect you as the Ritvik, then you should know Vyākaraṇa. Artvijena means the bhava of a Ritvik.
Okay.
See, in Upadhyaya, there is Upadhyayatva. A jati.
Jati is there.
Almost like that. So Artvijena is the jati that is there in the Ritvik roughly.
Okay. So
and on the other side, what happens? Ritvik, Yajamana is also will have Artvijena.
okay.
See, not only Purohita, but even the Yajamana, okay, would have Artvijena, because he will be in a position to offer what you call elect. That is called Varanam. Ritvik Varanam, it is called. Varanam is just, Varanam means marriage. There is there in the world. Vara is also there. Like that, electing or selecting a person to perform something on his behalf.
So both the sides.
Yajamana as well as Artvijena Syame Vyākaraṇa Dashamyam Trasya is there in the earlier. Sudeva Asivarana, even before that.
After Vibhakti Kurvanti.
Vibhakti Kurvanti. Atra Sakhaya Sakshani. Yes. Yajnika Pahindi, Ahidagana Shitiyam, Chat, Dashamitra, Sudeva Asivarana, So slightly back you have to go. Okay.
Yes.
Yova Imam Padashaha Sarashaha Padam Padashaha. Sarashaha, like that. Vipsayam Shas Pratyaya. Okay, each word, each swara, like that. Aksharashaha, each akshara. Vacham Vedadhati, sa, who keeps the word, who puts the word, who employs the word. Saha Artvijeno Bhavati. Okay, here what happens? Artvijena means Prithvijam Arhati. Okay, he will become a Ritvik. So Artvijena Yajamana it becomes. Ritvik Karma Arhati. Okay, Ritvik Karma, who is Yajaka, who is making it, I mean, who is supervising the Purohita like thing, Yajaka, he is also Artvijena. So both Yajamana as well as the Ritvik, both of them will become Artvijena if they can perfectly pronounce Swara, Pada, Swara, Akshara, and so on. Okay, to pronounce the Pada, Akshara, Swara, and these things, one should know Vyākaraṇa. Because it is Vyākaraṇa which deals with this Pada, Swara, and Akshara.
So
what is Padam?
Both need to know the Vyākaraṇa, right?
Both should know. Both are referred to by name Artvijena.
That is a jati, like you were saying. That is a
jati. That is the what is the lakshana, that is the guna that is there in him. He is called so Artvijena.
Okay. And from where this Artvijena word came? What is the
Ritvik is Shabda. Ritvijam Arhati. He is eligible to become a Ritvik. Then Yajñatvik Ghakhayau. One Pāṇini Sutram is there in Tadhita. Then Khaprachya will come. Khaprachya will become Ena. Chaprachya will become iya. Ghaprachya will become iya. Ayane ini yaf padhaka chadham pratyayadinam is the sutra in 7th Adhyaya. So here pha will become ayana. Okay, so dha will become eya. So this is the sutram. So what happens? So for example, agner dhako is the sutram in Treatise. Agni shabda dhak pratyaya. Here you are going to learn in Siddhānta-s. Pāṇini says sam robam shabdasya ashabda samjna. When I say a word agni, take the generally what is taken, if shabda is pronounced, what is taken, artha is taken. He says, except some samjnas like vruddhi, guna and all that, do not take the artha like in the loka, but take the shabda only. Okay? Otherwise, what will happen? It is a joke, I will tell you. Agner, dhako, one pratyam is there. Okay? Agni and dhak pratyaya, dha becomes eya, agneya. Agneya de. Suppose if you tell someone who doesn't know Vyākaraṇam, give dhak to Agni, what will he do? He will write dhak on a piece of paper and drop in the fire. Because you said Agni. Agni means fire only. Okay, fire I have prepared. What should I do? Dhak. Okay, dhak. Write on the paper and drop it in the. Pāṇini said, add dhak to Agni. I have added dhak to Agni. La 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 la. Okay. So there Pāṇini says, don't do that kind of things. When I said Agni, take Agni Shabda, not the Artha. In Loka, Agnimanaya, fetch Agni, it means Agni Padartha, Vastu, that meaning is taken. In Shastra, you have to take the Shabda, not the. Okay, so Ritvik, on that Kai Pratyaya, that means you write on a paper Kai and ask someone, come on, I will want to give it to him. Pāṇini did not mean it. He said, Adivardhi will come, ya is there now, that is a sign. Artijena. Got it? So Yajamana also will become Artijena, and Purohita also will become Artijena, Ritvik Marahati. Okay, so for both the Yajamana as well as the Purohita, Vyākaraṇam is essential to become Artija.
Okay.
Is it clear?
Clear, very clear. One more question on the same, just before Vibhakti Kurvanti, there is a Avidvansaha. So in that also, what is the Avidvansaha?
Avidvansaha means Vidwan is who is a Vidwan who learnt Vyākaraṇa.
Avidvan is the opposite of it, right?
Who doesn't know Vyākaraṇa is a Vidwan. Because this clearly this is given in Dhanjaloka. Outside people, Nayayikas, Mīmānsakas, Vedantins will get annoyed. If you say you are not, you are an Avidvan. You are not Vidwan. So, but Dhanjaloka, see the total Dhvani theory is there, no? Anandardhana has written a great work. Huh? All those things. The basis is there in Spatavada. He took it and mentioned it clearly in first Adhyaya in the beginning itself. Vidvansaha Vyākaranaha. He says, Vidvansaha means who are there? Vyākaranaha. How can you say? Immediately he says, Vyākaranamoratvat sarva vidyanam. Any vidya you take Natya Shastram, you take Shiksha, you take any Mīmānsa, Vedanta, any Shastram you take. What is required? Basic knowledge of Vyākaranam. If it is Moolam, without Vyākaranam, nobody can teach or even understand or much less interpret. Therefore, Vidvansaha means Vyākarana. That is how it is interpreted.
There is one example which is there, which I couldn't understand properly. That Abhivad is 3-1 ma. 3-1 ma bhuve chedhyaya. Here, this is a sampradaya. What is the sampradaya? One person returned from taking the anumati of Guru. He went somewhere and returned. While returning, he has to offer Dandavat Pranama. Prostrated Namaskara. To Guru.
Guru only. Okay. Not auto driver. Okay. So, I don't know why you got it. Generally, Shishya means automatically, these are Sambandhavachakas. Sambandhavachakas, what happens if you say mother, it means she has got children. If you say Putra, it means he has got father, mother. So, Sambandhavachakaha. So, Patanjali discusses this aspect. In Sambandhavachakas, you need not tell He says, Mataram seveta, for example, say, serve your mother. Nachochide Swamataramiti, Patanjali Mahābhāṣyam. When nobody says, you serve your own mother. Why? Sambandhavachaka hete. So Guru means Shishya is referred. Shishya means Guru is referred. One need not separately say. That means why I am saying all this. Tomorrow when you use this Shabda, like you, a person may say, oh, Namaskara to Guru. When I said Shishya, is it not to Guru? Is it to auto driver?
I was misunderstanding that when he is returning, like he is returning to home, the Shishya is going to home, or he coming from the home, returning. I thought that going to home or coming to the school again.
That is after Vidya. What is it? Vratam is there now. After Vidya, completion of Vidya, he will go for these things now, and then he will take Grahasthashrama.
Okay.
That is a separate this thing. But here generally, when you say Shishya, he returns to Guru, Ashrama, Gurukulam, then he is supposed to offer Dandavat Pranama. Then saying, Chatussagar Paryantam, Go Brahmane, Shubham Bhavado, Vasishtamaitra, Varna Gaundinyatra, Shaya Pravaranta Gaundinyasavatra, Subrahmanyam, Ahambho Abhivadaye, this is I have to say. Then the Guru is supposed to say, this is Abhivada. He is supposed to offer Pratyabhivada. That Pratyabhivada, how he has to do, he has to employ Platam. Ayushmane Subrahmanya Sharmanna, like that he has to say. If the Guru did not tell Vyākaraṇam, it is understood that he does not know how to offer Pratyabhivada with Plata. And in case of such people, just like in the case of ladies, where you do not say Chatussagar Paryantam, etc., but simply say Aham Subrahmanya, Aham Sharma, like that, with such people who did not learn Vyākaraṇa, so that they do not know Plata to be employed during Pratyabhivada, in their case also, you simply will say Subrahmanya Sharma, like that. Need not offer all this. So, in the case of Avidvansaha, it happens. Therefore, in order to prevent to see, so you simply learn Vyākaraṇam, so that tomorrow your students will not offer a simple Namaskara, Janma, Subramanya, like that. Ekashtha will kill the entire dharma that is earned till that day. That is Dhamma Shastra. Most of these things keep in mind Arthavadas. But don't tell people that there are Arthavadas. They won't get tomorrow. Oh, only Arthavada. Just so initially do not tell them Arthavada. When you want to speak about Brahman, Srishti, etc., don't tell anybody about Brahma, Jaganmicha. Don't go there. First
Tell us
with Shiva, Vishnu, Gayatri, Devata, those things only you start. Never say that these are just above Michya. So at the end, only Brahman, like that, they say, he is saying Rama is not there, Shiva is not, Krishna is not there. Chalo. Careful. Because whether he deserves or not, Yogyata Asti Vanava. Check, then only go ahead. Tell me, Sharma.
In this Abhivade, you said that where is the connection with the Striya? Like with the...
No. Dharmashastra, in Dharmashastra, see, this is the problem. Mahābhāṣyakara is running the Shastra, keeping in mind Mimamsa, Dharmashastra, Kalpa, Namakaranam Kalpa, you know. Jaksharan Chidrakshanava Nam Kuryaded. And Veda, so Vedas, Vedangas, Darshanas are there in his mind. Then he is speaking. So when you understand, you have to understand that this is there in Dharma Shastra.
Okay.
To whom should one offer such kind of Chatussagar Paryantam? Only the Guru who learned Vyākaraṇa, and also not ladies, not Shodras, not people without knowledge of Vyākaraṇa.
Okay.
Isn't it? So it's the same thing. Sadhu Shabdas are given, Asadhu Shabdas are not given. Only a Guru with Vyākaraṇa knowledge only to be offered this thing. What does it mean? The rest of the people, anybody, you need not offer that. Then I am aham prajet, I am aham vadet. To say I am aham, I am so and so.
Because we cannot do because Pratyabhivada.
He doesn't, the other person does not know Pratyabhivada how to perform.
No need to do the whole long process.
Why? Although you do all that, then he says like that. He doesn't know even to say Ayushman Bhava Shubham Bhuyat. Even that he cannot say. So why unnecessary this kind of shrama? So Patanjali said, don't care. In bracket, Patanjali says, don't care.
Implied meaning.
So actually, Sumitra, you are also do not care for many things outside. Certain things you perform with certain elders, father and mother, guru, teacher, etc., etc. But every auto driver, you stop him and say, Namaskar. What do you mean by Namaskar, Sharma? I am inferior to you, are superior to me. Okay? Huh?
Only to the guru that will be applicable in any case.
Generally. Okay. And I know Central University when I joined newly, I used to namaste something saying that. But people started saying, hello. Huh? That means I don't want to know about you. I need not actually say this name. Like that. I also started. That is more than. What should I do? Be a Ram in Roma, something like that. So Deshakala Patragunam. We do dharma. We do not apply all these things everywhere. Okay? So Sumitra has got a doubt. You were about to say.
I have got, but then I'll save it at the end of the class because not that relevant to what we are doing right now.
Tell me.
First question is that we have been talking about some nyaya, right? As in Sambandha Vachaka, that one you said, and then the other one, Parisheshan
Nyaya.
All this, it is a Nyaya Shastram, is it? From Nyaya Shastra, that is totally different.
Nyaya Shastram is Tarkashastram magic, where the Pramanas and the Padarthas, etc., all those things are discussed now. Siddhānta-s.
Devadatta, Ghata, Pata, and all this will come.
Ghata and Pata. If they say Ghata and Pata, they don't want means. Come on, let us do Ghatapa, Patapa, Patapa, Vachana, they go on doing that. They don't want food. That is modern, actually, modern logic. That is Navya Nyaya. Prachina Nyaya, it is not there. In this coming Nyaya, I am going to say Vyākaraṇa Siddhānta Kaumudi, I am going to give you some material beforehand to understand what is Vyākaranam, what is Vedanga. Certain things you know. Then what is Siddhanta? Ante Siddhaha Siddhantaha. Vadi Prativadibhyan Ninnetaha Arthaha Siddhanta Ityuchyate. Vadi Prativadi will be there. Both of them go on discussing. At the end, they arrive at a single conclusion that is called Siddhanta. But Vada, what is Vada? Vada is of three kinds. Three are called Katha in second Adhyaya, third Andhika, Nyaya Darshanam. Katha is of three types: Vada, Jalpa, Vetanda.
Samvada?
You say, huh?
Samvada, no, it doesn't count, right?
Which one?
So Vada, I know that Samvada, Vada is three, but Samvada, it doesn't count in Vada.
Samvada is, both of them, if they agree, that is called generally Samvada, that kind of Vada. Peaceful Vada, there also Samvada is used in Dhanyaloka, fourth part, etc. is there. But here what happens, Vada is, both of them provide some pramana and try to defend his own paksha. In the Jalpa, by Jati, Chala, and the third one is three things are there. With the help of these things, with pramanas, the person wants to refute his khandanam of his own matam. That is Jalpa. Vedanga.
Hetuvabhas.
What?
Hetuvabhas, right? The third one.
Hetuvabhasa, that is not Hetuvabhasa. Almost Hetuvabhasa is the thing. One thing, coming to the end now, then pick up the tip of the tongue. Jati, Chala, Hetuvabhasa, maybe such kind of thing. Okay, with the three, he wants to defend, he wants to just refute the khandana of the other person. Third one is Vetanda. Vetanda means who is a Vaitantika, great Vaitantika, Sriharsha. Khandana Khanda Khadya.
Who is the
Sriharsha. Khandana Khanda Khadya. He other Naishadi Chaitam also. Khandana Khanda Khadya is the final work in Indian philosophy. Very difficult to understand.
Yeah, you mentioned in the beginning lessons. You mentioned about Sriharsha in the beginning lessons. Like he keeps refuting everything. whatever you say.
Including Pāṇini's Nadi Samajna and Padmanya.
Vedanta is actually very dangerous, right? Because they don't have any.
Vaitandika means he doesn't want to support his own paksha. What he wants to say is, whatever you say, that is wrong. He is Vaitandika. Vaitandika means, so Vada, Jalpa, Vetanda. These three are called Katha. Anyway, then you start Siddhānta-s, then you will be knowing more things. Okay? Only pure Vyākaraṇa I never teach. It is not good. Okay, Mīmāsa will come, Nyaya will come, Vedanta will come, everything comes.
But at the same time, Nyaya has a different meaning altogether. So Nyaya is a Nyaya Shastra. Also,
Nyaya Shastra, Nyaya means Pararthanvana Janakam Panchavayava Visishtam Vakyam. See, Anumana is of two types. I have explained already. Swarthanvana, looking in the kitchen, watching in the kitchen, smoke emanating from fire, and also watching smoke not emanating from a hot iron ball. You decide yatra yatra dhomaha tatra tatra vannihi. Syllogism. Yatra yatra agnihi tatra tatra sarvatrapi na dhomaha. Do not say that I pour some water on the tappa yogola and there will be smoke. No, you should not do anything. You just look like that. Okay? This is Swarthanvana. For your own self, Pratyaksha you have seen in the kitchen, smoke emanating from pipe. And wherever there is smoke, there is fire, that you decide that is Swarthanvana. Swarthan for your own. You are traveling on a bus or whatever it may be, even a nauka. You will find smoke emanating in the hills far away. Far away in the sense, Agni is not perceivable. You cannot see that Agni. Smoke is billowing. You know billowing? Then what happens? You think, oh, this mountain is fiery because there is smoke. That you, through inference, through Anumana Pranam, you decide. You want to say this to Sumitra. Then what will you do? You employ a 5-membered syllogism. In English, Aristotelian native. Let us not go to that. 5 sentences you use. Some Maimasakas said first 3 or second 3 are okay. Bauddhas and Bhadrabahu said 10 avayavas are there.
Panchavya, right? Panchavya.
Avayava means one avantar vakya sub-sentence. I will give you an example. Okay. Now, what happens? Aristotelian syllogism, only 3 are there. Major premise, minor premise, and conclusion. 3 will be there in Aristotelian syllogism. Okay. Now you employ 5-membered Mahāvāṣyam, which is called Nyaya. Joke also I will tell you. All the pramanas are there in 5-membered syllogism. Anumana, that is 5-membered syllogism only. Each one is called an avayava. Pratignya, Hetu, Udaharana, Upanaya, Nigamananya, Vayavaha. This is the Nyaya Sutram of Akshavada. Okay? Akshi's eyes of the people are falling in his 2 feet. Therefore, Akshavada. Then he says, Pratignya. You are making a Pratignya pledge. Parvataha Dhomavan. Parvataha Dhomavan. This hill is fairy. Then you have to offer some hetu. How can you decide? Dhomat. Due to smoke. That means because smoke is emanating from that. Then you have to bring in one udaharanam. Yatra yatra dhomaha tatra tatra vanhihi yatha mahanasaha. Mahanasa means kitchen. Wherever there is smoke, there is fire, just like kitchen. You brought an udaharanam. Ayamapi tatha. Ayam means this. This parvata is also like that. That means having fire. Tasmat tatha. Therefore, this mountain is fiery. Whatever you said in the beginning. Okay. Here, one Nayayika beautifully explained. Parvato Parvataha Vandhiman. What is that? Shabda Pramanam. Okay. Then Hetu is nothing but Anumana Pramanam. Dhomat is Anumana Pramanam. Then Yatra Yatra Vandhi Tatra Tatra Dhomaha Yatha Mahanasaha is Upamana Pramanam. Because you are bringing kitchen to compare with. Okay. And Tasmat Ayamapi Tatha Tasmat Tatha Pratyaksha Pramanam. So this is also like that. This means that is there before you, your eyes, isn't it? These 5 sentences, actually they are called Avayavaha. Total is called Nyayaha. So, Pararthanamana Janaka, Panchavayava Rupa, Pancha Avantaravakya Samudayaha, Rupa Mahābhāṣyam eva Nyaya Shabdena Uchyate. This is a Mahābhāṣyam. Sumitra, you can read in Mahābhāṣya Vicharaha. Nyaya Vaiseshika, one chapter is there. Where you will find beautiful, from Chintamani, very big works I have quoted. Not only Sutras, original Sutras, but even later works on Nyaya, those things also I quoted. Now you understand what is Nyaya? No Nyaya teacher tells you what is Nyaya. Adhyaya Nyayodhya Vasamharascha Pāṇini Sutram is there, Nepata. Because there, Nyaya Ghaf Prayena, one Sutram is there, Pāṇini. So Ghapratyaya is coming. For Adyadata Swara, Pāṇini wants Ghai Pratyaya. Therefore, he gave as a Nipata. Nipata means pronouncing the ready-made word fit for usage. Not giving the Prakriti Pratyaya, but opposite. He gives the form complete, form ready for usage. You have to deduce what is Prakriti, what is Pratyaya. Ni, okay. Now, ni in dhatu. Ghai Pratyaya. E becomes I. I, ya, echoya, vayavaha, one sutram you are going to learn in Panchasantis, Siddhānta-s. So, ni plus aya, ikoyanichi yanadesha, nyaya. Actually, first one has to give all these things before starting Nyaya Darshanam. But if the person himself does not know, what can he do? Is it clear now? So, this is about technical Nyaya. What she is asking is, now and then you are quoting some Nyayas like Parishesha Nyaya, by saying something, the rest of the other thing need not be said, it is implied, understood. Gamyate, Pāṇini Patanjali uses Gamyate. What are they? Is there any connection? Actually, they are Nyayas, means those are Yuktis. Yukti. There should be some norm, some general, okay, rule that is applicable anywhere, everywhere, irrespective of the Shastra, and that is useful in giving the information, although it is not stated in Shastra. So when you say avidvansaha, that means not vidvansaha. If you say Pratipala Patha could not be, achieved, performed, completed by Brahaspati and this Indra, what does it mean? People like us? So, Sumitra, you are just pouring now, not clutching the bottle now?
It's so hot.
Careful. Okay. So careful, just slightly. Do not take too much, too hot a water. This layer is there now. That layer will be affected.
I have opened and kept it to cool down. I have opened the bottle to cool it down, but still it is so hot.
Still it is not.
I'm badly thirsty. I need some.
Sometimes don't make a prayoga like that. You can touch it and drink later on, you can clean it. Doesn't matter. Yeah, I told you, one of my scholars came to the house and he started Om Sahana Vavadu and poured the hot coffee into. Now tell me, any more doubts?
Another doubt is you were saying about Vidwan, who is a Vidwan. But these days, when some good artists or the instrumentalist or vocalist, we call them also Vidwan. Is that a correct usage? Can they be called?
What happens is there is one term Patni. Pāṇini said, but you know, Yajna Sanyoge, Pati, his wife, if there is Yajna Sanyoga, Yajna means which Yajna? Panchamaha Yajnas. Recitation of Veda, offering Pitratarpanam, these Pancha Yajnas are there, no? Those Yajnas. If we are done, then only then you can call her Patni. Then Patanjali says, Katham Vrashalasya Patni? Vrashala means Shodra. But Shodras are also using Patni. Then he says, Upachara. Patni va Patni, Sadrishya. There is some Sadrishyam like
some kind of similarity.
Similarity or something like. So here, when some Vainika Vidwan is there, let them use that Vidwan, but actually strictly you know the actual meaning of Vidwan. There also, if he is an expert, he can be called a Vidwan, there is nothing wrong. So don't apply Vidwan Saha, Vyākaraṇa and everywhere and say, hey, you are not a Vidwan. Did you study Vyākaraṇa? No. Don't say that. So this, what is the best example, Sharma? One term. See, then these people, lorry drivers, etc., they stop somewhere. What is the word they use? Guru, matchbox hai kya? Lorry cleaner and a lorry driver, rickshaw puller, auto drivers are also gurus. Even in cinemas, etc., also you see, hey Guru, what is this? Thank you, Guru. When did he offer you any jnana? I fail to understand. So these are upachara. That means just they are like that, they have got some respect towards that person. To show that respect, he would say Guru. That Guru Bhava, Gauravam he has got. Guru Bhava, Gauravam. Now you understand what is Gauravam? Guru, his Bhava is Gauravam. Laghu, its Bhava is Laghavam. Laghavam is lightness. Understand? Laghavam, brevity and perfection. Brevity is Laghavam. Brevity and perfection are the hallmarks of Pāṇini. Okay? Laghavam, nirdushtata. Impeccable. What he says is, we need to understand we are not, you do not deserve it. We are not able. How can you come? You can just pick up some mistake in Pāṇini. Baad mein they let us see later. First we try to understand this. So Acharya committing mistakes, forgetting, getting confused, confusing others, etc. These doshas are not there. He is Acharya. For Acharya, Katham Acharyasya Pāṇinehi Shastram Pravartam, going to come that Sotram, then I will give you that. Next, did you get this? So Upacharat, Aupacharika Prayoga, it is called Aupacharika Prayoga. That means not in the Pradhanartha. Not in the Pradhanartha, but just secondary meaning. Tell me.
No, that I understood. One last question. I'm very sorry that I'm prolonging.
No, you go on. You cannot run this on just without clarifying the doubts. This is also a lesson only, a part and parcel.
When they say Abhivade, they call something called Pravaram, right? When they say the limit.
Pravara, it is called Pravara.
Can you please throw some light on what Pravara actually is?
Pravara is telling, actually what happens is, some people have got 3 rishis. Some people have got Pancha rishis like that. Trayarishaya, Pancharishaya, maybe Saptarishaya is also there, I think. So those rishis, Vansha is coming. Long ago they have started. But the Avichita Parampara, uninterrupted tradition has been kept moving without a hitch. So for example, my Pravara, Chatusagara Paryantam, okay. Go Brahmanebhya Shubham Bhavatu. Okay, and till that, okay, you know.
No.
Vasishtha, 3 rishis will be there. The names of rishis will automatically come following the Gotra.
Okay.
So Nama, Gotra, and the Rishi Sampradaya, if you say all the 3, total is called Pravara. Pravara Prasiddha. Okay. Vasishtha Maitravarana Kaundinya Tayarisheya Pravaranvita. Pravara means the order of rishis, actually. There may be 3, there may be 5, there may be even 7 in some cases. It differs from Vansha to Vansha. Vansha is of 2 types, you are going to learn. You are saying Om Namah Pāṇini Patanjalibhyaha Shabda Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyaha Vansha Rishibhyaha Vidya Vansha.
Okay.
In Vidya Vansha, you belong to Pāṇini Patanjali, that trio. Vidya Vansha. In Janma Vansha, you belong to whatever you are saying, Pravara and Maharshis.
Okay.
Is it clear? So, Pravara means saying the rishis first of all, holding like this. Vasishtha Maitravarana Kaundinya Trayarisheya Pravara Anvita. Anvita means joined. Kaundinya sa Gotraha. Kaundinya is the Maharshi. To that I belong. Okay? Sa Gotraha. When you say Gotra, Sa is to be added. This is said in Dharma Shastras. So, when people say Kaundinya sa Gotraha, I told them don't say Kaundinya sa Gotraha. Sagotra Sa is to Gotra. Sharma, did you know that Ramani Tokapiki, Rama's tail? In Ramayanam, he was lecturing. Ramanito with Rama, Kapivaram Nitlani. Kapivara means the Shrashta monkey, that is Hanuman. This person split wrongly. How did he split? In Telugu it becomes Ramanitoka Pivaram Nitlani. So Ramani, Rama's Taka tail, then one person who attended his lecture said, "Sir, I did not hear anywhere people say Rama has got tail." Then the Pravachaka, the Pandit scholar Vidwan, you are saying Vidwan. Vidwan said, "I am not saying anything on my own. It is there. Ramani Taka, literally." So. By wrong splitting, there will be problem. Now here, nowhere. Someone said Vivekananda, God is nowhere. Wrong splitting. Now here, you have to say. Something like that. Next. Doubts are clarified. So now you have done. I did not do na. How you have to do actually now. So just I will give a quick chintana.
Yeah, sure.
So that you can. So Chaturdhishya Prakarahi. So in the earlier lesson we have learned that how to get hold of these things. There are 2 ways, which is not there in the commentaries. Pratipada Patha, it is Pratyaksha Pramana. Through Sotras, it is Anumana Pramana. Isn't it? If the Guru gives you all the words, Sadhu Shabdas, that is Pratyaksha Pramana. You are hearing those words. You did not take Kuru, Dukre, Karne, Kuru is Dhatu, then Tavya, Tavyani Yarha, Pāṇini Sotram, Tavya is Pratyaya, Kuru Tavya, then there will be Guna, suppose Dhatu Pratipadika Yoho, then the Kuru becomes a Kar. So Kar Tavya, Kar Tavya. This is all carrying out. Okay. Sharma, one thing is, Rajashekara in one Alankara Grantha says, Pavitratvam hi Saraswatyaha Sammananam Amananti. I used to tell my girls and boys, if they put the pen, go and take bath and come then. What I am saying is, Achara is very, very important. Today in the buses, the conductor is giving ticket like this. So there are, then how come I did not get even once? When the entire university got conjunctivitis, for example, I touched the clothes, I did everything, side by side, everything I did, but I did not get. How to get conjunctivitis? So Mitra, ask your teachers and gurus and tell me then please. I will pay 2,000 rupees. How to get favor or conjunctivitis, anything. Or this is so-called, nowadays there are so many, what you call them? From one person to person.
Corona.
No, Corona, they don't go too far, Corona, but even small things will do for me. Okay, that is spreading from person to person, we call this.
Contagiousness.
Contagious, anything.
Agyan also.
So anything like that. So what happens? those people are actually envious of you. Hey, this person is some lady was commenting in the colony to my wife. You see, 30 years ago I have seen him. Today also he is like that. Patanjali says under Vanasotram, Sarvadhatike Yako, and under Vanasotram, Tandadhyāyī Parati says, Patanjali, Nasya Kinchit Drijati. This person does not have any health problems. Rujya Roga. Nasya Kinchit Drijati. To this person, no Roga comes. How? People were there like that. If you telephone, they start only. This is actually restricted in our family. And then next. So Chaturbhihi, then he says Pratipada Patha, he gave a what you call Arthavada, which means Brahaspati was there, Indra was there. For Brahaspati, just write one thing, Sumitra note down. This is said in Brahachyadhyāyī Shakra. Brahatyaha Patihi Brahaspatihi. Brahatyaha Patihi Brahaspatihi. Start inverted commas. Vagvai Brahati. Vagvai Brahati. Tasya Esha Patihi. Vagvai Brahati Tasya Esha Patihi. Inverted commas end. Iti Shruti Darshanat. Just write Samashashriya Vidhi Bruhat Bru Shakara. Brahachyadhyāyī Shakara. In Samashashriya Vidhi, this is discussed. What he means is Brahatyaha Patihi. What do you mean by Brahati? Brahati by Vagvai Brahati. Veda says Vak has got another name, Brahati. So Tasyaha Pati, that means whatever you say, Vakpati, Vakpati and Brahaspati both are one and the same. Got it? So Brahaspati, Indraya, Divyam Varsha Sahasram, there Varsha means we said one day we can take it, but not years at and 11th Adhyaya of Purvamimamsa, we have decided. Okay? So then he said 4 kinds of benefits are there for Vidya, Agama Kalena, learning, Svadhyaya Kalena, to just recite and okay, Pravachana Kalena, teaching others, and Vyavahara Kalena, employing these mantras, etc. in during Yaga and all. So, Yahpanaha Ajyate Sarvatha Jivati, Chiran Jivati, not Sarvatha Jivati, Sarvatha Chiram. Chiram means too long. Varshachata Varshacham Devati, 100 years. Tatra Kevalam Agama Kale Paryupayaktam Syat Ayu. That will be exhausted. Paryupayaktam means exhausted. Then, so Pratipada Patha is not Tasmat Anabhyupayaha Shabdanam Pratipatau Pratipada Patha. Therefore, do not go for Pratipada Patha. Although the mistake was committed by Brahaspati, let him do. Here we are more cleverer than Brahaspati. Isn't it? Then he says, Kathantarihi me Shabdah Pratipattavyaha. Baba, you said no list of Apashabdas, no list of both the Shabdas, even no list of Sati Shabdas. Then how should one learn these Shabdas? Pratipatti means Jnatavyaha. Katham Pratipattavyaha, Katham Jnatavyaha. How to know, how to learn. Kinchit Samanya Visheshavato Lakshanam Pravartyam Yena Alpena Yetrena Mahatav Mahataha Shabdauhan Pratipatyeran Kimpanastato Utsarga Pavadavu Kashchid Utsargah Kartavyaha Kashchida Pavadaha. This is one khatta. What he says is Kinchitu Samanya Visheshavato Lakshanam Pravartyam. Just simply say the one with separate hoofs is an animal. General, Samanya Nima. And then Vishesha Nima, but do not take horse into that Vishesha Nima. If the hoofs are separate, split, okay. For example, cow, all these things, what you call it, buffalo, etc., have their legs, their feet, the hoofs split. Whereas this Ashwa doesn't have, it is combined hoofs, isn't it? So make a general rule, then make a separate, special. That is a Vishesha Sotram, or it is also called Apavada Sotram. Apavada means Apojyate, Bhajyate, and Apavada. I will give you later that. Apojyate means Bhajyate. That is Badha. Badha means this general rule does not apply there. Okay. You will say all people in this class or students in the class are wise, except Rama, Krishna, Devadatta. That means Rama, Krishna and Devadatta are not wise is the Vishesha Vidhi. All the students in the class are Samanya Vidhi. Now you get Samanya Vishesha. Now he says Lakshanam. Lakshanam means Punah Punaha Lakshyate Anena iti Lakshanam. Time and again it is observed. It is coming. He has got the Lakshanam of he is a spendthrift. Spends too much of money. He has got that kind of Lakshanam. What does it mean? Time and again you observed him spending more and more money. Do you understand Lakshanam now? Lakshanam means Punah Punaha Lakshyate. Time and again you observe this kind of phenomenon, this kind of property or dharma or behavior in him. So then you call him, suppose you say Sharma is angry. What does it mean? Time and again you found him, you observed him being angry. That is his Lakshana. That means if he is angry time and again, then he will be Sharma only. So, Kinchit Samanya Vishesha Vato, like that he says, Vato, Vati Prachaya, Lakshanam Pravachyam, Yena Alpena Yatrena, Mahatav Mahataha Shabdaughan Pratipajyaram. Shabda Ogha. Ogha means group. Shabdaugha. Groups of words. What kind of groups of words? Mahataha, Mahataha. Great and great. How? Laguna. Alpena Yatrena. By a small effort. Effort will be small. See how he is analyzing the Pāṇini. Alpena Yatrena. You just read the 4,000 Sutra. But how many Shabdas will I be knowing? Some lakhs. Oh my God. Elsewhere, Patanjali gives in Mahābhāṣyam, they are taking this much paddy and expecting just 2 kilos or 3 kilos, take 10 kilos of paddy and expecting the crop of how many? Thousands of kilos. Isn't it? They bring, for example, 10 kilos of paddy and they just make it out and then they will get sprouts. They take these sprouts and plant there in a very great wide field. Then after some time they just do all the whatever is needed, weeding is needed, water is needed, all those things they will do. After 6 months, what they expect? A crop, an yield. How much? Big gunny bags of. But how many, not even one gunny bag did you spend? Yes. Alpena Yatrena Mahataha Shabdaughan Pratipajyaram. Are you getting the meaning? So effort will be small, but yield will be great and great. Mahata. Is it clear? Utsargapavada. Kim panastata? Kinchit Lakshanam Pravartyam you said. What is that Lakshanam? What is that Lakshanam? Utsargapavada. Utsarga means Samanya Shastra. Apavada means Apojyate, Bhajyate, Anena iti Apavada. Sumitra. Apojyate, Bhajyate.
I've written it already. You
So,
just know.
Very fast. Okay. So, Utsarga means Samanya. Utsarga Shastra means Samanya Shastra. Apavada means Badhaka Shastra. So, make a general rule. Wherever this rule should not apply, there say, except these words, or in these words, there will be. He will give example and explain it actually. Okay. So, Kartavyaha. Kaschit Utsarga Kartavyaha. Okay. Kaschit. then kaschit apavadaha, one utsarga you will make, then one apavada you will make. Kathan jani jati ekah sarga kartavyah, kathan jati ekah apavadaha, one of Pāṇini China shabda vidyā.